Today, Penn State Health Children's Hospital is celebrating THON and 4 Diamonds on this special 1-hour edition of Good Day PA.
Meet 3 local families facing pediatric cancer that have benefited from services like music therapy, all provided by 4 Diamonds at Penn State Health Children's Hospital.
Also learn about the groundbreaking pediatric cancer research happening at Penn State Health Children's Hospital.
Find out more about 4 Diamonds and its mission to conquer childhood cancer.
And we'll get a sneak peek of THON 2024, and we'll talk to the student who is making it happen.
Plus, happening right now, experts from 4 Diamonds are taking your questions about THON and how you can donate during a live web chat. To ask a question, visit abc27.com/THON chat.
Good morning. Thank you for being with us. It's a Good Day PA. I'm Amy Kim.
And I'm Deborah Pinkerton. Before we get started on our special show, we want to get your mid-morning news and weather update. James Crummell starts us off with the news.
Good morning. Today, former President Donald Trump will be in Harrisburg. He'll be the keynote speaker at the National Rifle Association's Great American Outdoor Show at the Farm Show Complex. This is not his first time stopping by this event. He made an appearance here back in 2016. The event has more than 1,000 exhibitors and brings in close to $1 billion in revenue. According to the NRA, today's presidential forum event begins at 5 with the doors opening at 3. Attendees may not line up until 12:30. If you're wanting to attend the speech, you must purchase a ticket to the outdoor show, which costs $15. Seating will be on a first-come, first-served basis. The U.S. Secret Service will be in charge of security within the arena and will require those attending to be screened. Firearms, firearm accessories, knives, and other prohibited items will not be permitted in the large arena, and there will not be stores available for them. Tickets to the outdoor show can be purchased ahead of time, and you can find a link on our website, abc27.com. We'll have all the day's news coming up today on ABC 27 News at noon. Hope to see you then. But right now, it's good to check on our forecast with ABC 27 meteorologist Jackson Chastain.
Thank you so much, James. And temperatures have been slowly but surely warming over the past several days. Now, the record high for today is 61 degrees. That was most recently set in 2003. As you get into the afternoon, we're expecting about 58, 57 for that high in the afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. If we can get enough sunshine, can we match that record? I think we can. But again, it's a question of we're going to have to wait through the rest of the day and see what happens. Heading into Saturday, similar case in terms of temperatures, nice and mild outside, but rain showers early in the morning. That will be before sunrise, so the rest of your day will be good to go, if not a little bit cloudy overall. Decent weekend coming up ahead. That's a look at your forecast. Now back to Good Day PA.
Thanks, Jackson. For the past 52 years, 4 Diamonds has helped nearly 5,000 children and families by covering their medical bills and other expenses.
It is truly amazing. A Berks County family never heard of 4 Diamonds until one day. The Cosentino family share their journey. 16-year-old Adeline Cosentino has been involved with Mini-Thon for as long as she can remember.
I think in 5th grade I went to Mini-Thon, and that was super fun, and I liked being involved in that.
A year later, in 6th grade, Adeline joined the fundraising effort again. But this time, she and her family had a better understanding of 4 Diamonds and Mini-Thon. It hit home when her younger sister, 9-year-old Celia, was diagnosed with cancer.
She was just feeling really tired and sick all the time in the summer.
So sick, Celia ended up in the emergency room at Penn State Health, where doctors did a CAT scan.
Within minutes of her being done, he pulled me out to another room and he said, "Your daughter has a large mass on her brain." And that is how we found out that it was actually a brain tumor.
It's something that you hear about, but it doesn't seem like something that could ever actually affect you personally. So it's really scary when it actually does.
Celia's treatment began immediately with surgery.
When we were in the waiting room for her surgery, a social worker came up to us and introduced himself, and he said, "You are now part of 4 Diamonds." I really had no idea what that meant.
Sarah quickly found out.
He explained to us that 4 Diamonds will take care of us for the duration. Financially, they take care of all the medical bills. Anything that insurance doesn't cover, 4 Diamonds picks up. We have never had to pay anything, no copays or anything.
A huge relief for Celia's family. Most of Celia's 4th grade year was spent in the hospital.
We lived in the hospital. We lived at Hershey for about 9 months. We'd go home in between cycles for maybe a weekend or 3 days and then come right back and start it all over again.
Which meant Adeline and Celia were separated for long periods of time.
My mom was staying with my sister for the weekdays at the hospital, and I was with my dad at my house like an hour away. And then on Friday nights we would always go up and I would see her, and it was like really nice to be able to see her.
Fridays would be pizza nights.
We'd all like kind of sit in her hospital room in like the chairs and on the bed and stuff, and we'd watch a movie.
A fun time, but a sad time too. Adeline realized how much she missed her sister.
It was really hard not being able to see my sister when she was going through something like really difficult. And it was also hard being separated like from my family because it was kind of isolating.
The sisters found a way to communicate.
I think we would FaceTime like most nights, so it was almost like we were still together because we lived together. So I try to see her like every day, but it's not the same as being in person.
Now Celia is home. The treatment was successful. The sisters attend school together, the way it should be.
She is going into 9th grade and she does really well. She works really hard because things are a little bit harder for her now. She is one of the most determined people I've ever known in my life.
Adeline is determined too. Now she is on the leadership committee for her high school's mini-thon.
It was really fun being able to participate and actually like help raise money and help plan events, because this is something that I'm very passionate about, so I'm really grateful that it exists and that I get to be a part of it.
Last year, Adeline's high school had a record-breaking year. Students raised more than $57,000. This year, the teens hope to raise even more money. Back to you, Amy.
Thank you, Deborah. Joining us is Suzanne Graney, Executive Director of 4 Diamonds. What an impactful story. Celia's sister has been dancing, a mini-thon. Today we're talking about the big thon. Remind folks how THON and 4 Diamonds helps children like Celia and their families.
Absolutely. We think about THON and mini-thon as really the engines that are powering what we're doing. But all of those dollars are helping 4 Diamonds to be able to help families that are going through this cancer fight. All of those 4 Diamonds families are able to get the care they need in the moment that they need it without worrying about the financial impact of that care. It's such a gift to be able to take that worry away from a family. And then to be able to wrap them in support services, the entire family. You heard what it's like for a sibling. They miss their parent, they miss their sibling, they want to be able to be part of this. So having services that are available not only for the child who's fighting cancer, but for the entire family is really important. And then we funnel about 2/3 of our resources to research, because that is what we know will lead us to a cure.
It's just remarkable what you do, and we do the show every year. I'm always amazed just the power of THON. Let's remind everyone how much money was raised last year.
Last year, THON raised more than $15 million.
Oh my heart.
It was incredible. And every year we start over at 0. July 1, we start over again. So we're building all year. It's a year-round effort to raise awareness, to raise funds, all focused on these children and helping to conquer childhood cancer.
It's just outrageously successful and amazing. And your team, I know, works with the Penn State students who run THON. So tell us what that is like to help mentor them and grow these fundraising events year after year.
Yes, that's exactly what part of my role is day to day. I get the pleasure and opportunity to work with the students who are on the executive committee of THON, making it possible for them to learn about leadership and fundraising best practices and PR and community, reinforcing teamwork and doing some coaching about best practices. They are showing up, they are students, they continue to learn, and we get to be behind the scenes. We don't do this work for them, we do it with them and help them to implement and execute so beautifully.
And besides the students' community support for THON, that's so important, and that grows every year. So talk to us about how local businesses are really stepping in.
Oh, it's just amazing to see what individual contributors are doing and what businesses are doing to help us. PNC has been a loyal supporter of THON, as has the MITRE Foundation and My Windows and Doors. Our partners, West Shore Home, have come on board doing really creative partnerships with us. PSECU has been supporting some of the alumni events that flow through THON. So really, there are many members of our business community that are actively supporting what happens here. Planet Fitness and Subway and Jersey Mike's, and I'm telling you, we're just so extremely grateful that they are seeing the value in helping us solve this problem for all kids.
Gosh, it's such an incredible blessing for families. What are you most looking forward to this year? And that's probably a tough question.
I think what I look forward to the most every year is just this spirit of hope and kindness and goodness that envelops the entire weekend. It's really a one-of-a-kind experience, and you can feel it the minute you walk into that Bryce Jordan Center. You feel surrounded by love and hope, and that's what I look forward to the most every year.
Oh my gosh, how encouraging that must feel like year after year. Thank you, Suzanne, so much. We're going to talk with you again later in the show, so don't go too far. We're going to give you some information now. If you want more information about Penn State Health Children's Hospital, visit pennstatehealth.org/children's. If you would like to make a donation to THON, visit donatethon.org. Now, as part of the Special Good Day PA, ABC 27, Penn State Health Children's Hospital, and Four Diamonds are hosting a web chat. To ask a question, go to abc27.com/THONchat, and Deborah joins us with more.
Thank you, Amy. Joining me now is Logan Ecker, Director of Analytics and Strategy at Four Diamonds. Now, this viewer asks, how do families at Penn State Health Children's Hospital get connected to Four Diamonds after a cancer diagnosis?
Yeah, so eligible families are automatically enrolled after their diagnosis, which really makes it possible for them to get the exceptional care they need. And really, thanks to the generosity of our community, we're able to provide them with all out-of-pocket medical expenses not paid for by insurance, which really allows our families to focus on what matters most, and that is getting their child better, not having to worry about how they're going to pay for the cost of their treatment.
Yeah, and that is just absolutely amazing, and I know families definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Logan. And to submit a question to Logan, you can log on right now to abc27.com/THONchat. Back to you, Amy.
Thanks, Deborah. Coming up next, learn about the groundbreaking pediatric cancer research happening at Penn State Health Children's Hospital. That's next on this Special Good Day PA.
Do you have drafty windows? How about a front door that sticks? You're thinking about replacing them, but you want a really good deal. Well, I have the company for you. Brian Gary here with Brian Price from Renewal by Anderson.
Hey Brian, we're experts at solving window and door problems and staying within your budget. We offer great discounts and specials. Sometimes you can even save hundreds on every window and door.
I'm sure that's a big reason why people call you.
That and because we're the replacement window division of Anderson. They've been around for over 120 years, so there's a level of trust with them and us.
In working with Renewal by Anderson, there's no middleman, right?
No middleman. We manage everything from your consultation to your installation. And if for some reason there's a bump in the road during your project, we'll take care of it.
No finger pointing?
No finger pointing.
Okay, explain the difference between vinyl and your FiberX material.
Well, cheap vinyl window frames are often just a hollow plastic material. So when you add the weight of the glass and expose it to the elements, those frames can warp and fail.
That's no good. And your FiberX material?
FiberX is a composite made with both wood fiber and polymers. It's literally 2 times stronger than vinyl. And FiberX requires no maintenance, which is one of the reasons we're able to offer the nation's best warranty.
That's impressive. Thanks, Brian.
Your teams are excellent. Sales, installation, customer service, every single part of your establishment, your organization is top notch. This is what I'm looking for as a customer.
Renewal by Anderson has declared February National Replacement Window Month. Buy one window, patio door, or entry door, and get the next one 40% off. Plus, save an extra $200 on your patio door purchase. With no money down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. Call before February 29th, 717-323-5577. That's 717-323-5577.
Honoring Black History. We salute Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. by acknowledging those he inspired.
Yolanda Renee King, the only grandchild of Dr. King.
We dream a world where school is a safe place, free of fear. No violence spoken here. We dream a world where poverty is a memory.
Honoring Black History.
Honoring Black History is sponsored in part by Highmark Home Care. Good Day PA is sponsored in part by Highmark Home Care.
Welcome back to this special Good Day PA. Joining me now is Dr. Giselle Scholler, Division Chief of Pediatric Hematology Oncology at Penn Health Children's Hospital. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Well, we know that THON contributes to amazing research happening for pediatric cancer treatment, but most people don't realize that the research happens right here at Penn Health Children's Hospital. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it does. Through the generous donations of THON over the last 30 years, a truly world-class research program is happening right here. There are 9 pediatric cancer research labs that are doing incredible work understanding the biology of childhood cancers and discovering therapies that we can use to treat those cancers. And through that work, a clinical trials program is just growing and growing.
Oh, and that's certainly great news. Now, you hold a couple of hats. You are also the Director of Pediatric Oncology Research at Penn State College of Medicine. THON and 4 Diamonds are supporting 2 very important research trials for pediatric cancer that may be available this summer to patients. That's very exciting.
It is very exciting. We're in our final stages of opening these 2 clinical trials that have developed from the work happening in the research labs. From Dr. Bahora's labs, she's discovered an agent that's targeted against a specific pathway in childhood cancer, and we're going to be having that available this summer in a clinical trial for children with solid tumors. And then in another lab, Dr. Wang's lab, he's been studying ways to use the immune system and enhance the immune system to fight the cancer. So he's going to be bringing a trial forward with his medication in combination with an antibody that targets specifically the cancer cells. So we're really excited to have those available.
Yeah, that is certainly wonderful news for parents. Now, THON is dancing for a cure, but right now the money raised can help develop new treatments and therapies so kids with cancer have really less side effects as they grow older. Tell us more about that.
That's a really important part of our whole research program and mission, is that for children to survive and thrive, many of the chemotherapies used in pediatric cancer today are 40-year-old, very toxic medications, leaving our children who were treated when they were 5 at 25 with long-term side effects already affecting their heart, their lungs, infertility, things that shouldn't be happening to children at 25 years of age. They should be surviving and thriving. So these newer medications that targeted or using the immune system only affects the cancer cell and not the rest of the body, so that when those children are 25, they're living and happy and not going back to the hospital for the side effects of long-term therapy. They're surviving and thriving.
Very positive news. And now you have a very current, or recently approved drug that was approved by the FDA to help prevent relapses of neuroblastoma cases. Explain that.
Sure. Neuroblastoma is a very aggressive childhood cancer, and even after many 18 months of aggressive treatment, the biggest problem is these children relapse. And when they relapse, they are not able to survive. And so we are very fortunate to have been working with the FDA over the past few years to have this drug now approved. And that's the ultimate goal of this research, to find a cure so that these children don't relapse and can survive. And through FDA approval, not only children here, but children across the country now can have access to this medication.
Just so much research really taking place there at Penn State Health Children's Hospital. Very exciting. This is going to be your very first THON. How excited are you?
I am so excited. I've heard so much. I'm excited to feel the energy, the passion, and the hope that THON brings to our kids.
Oh, and you have a lot of excitement, a lot of passion. So nice to have you here, Dr. Scholler.
Thank you. Wonderful to be here. Thank you.
And stay with us. We will be right back.
Free to play with a chance at $2 every day, Reward Machine is your chance at the #1 feeling, winning. Ranking higher than the 34th best feeling, successfully avoiding your neighbor.
The site wasn't safe.
Now I'm the one who's injured.
Who's going to pay my medical bills?
If you've been hurt on the job, you deserve all your benefits. Don't accept less.
That's why I called an experienced workers' compensation lawyer.
Metzger Ricochet.
They understand the workers' compensation system.
They dealt with the insurance company. There was never a problem with my boss.
I got the medical treatment I needed, and I still have my job.
If you've been hurt on the job, call 1-800-WIN-WIN-1. Metzger Wickersham. The consultation is confidential and free.
Here's what's trending on abc27.com. Stay up to date 24 hours a day. Go to abc27.com on your computer or smart device. ABC27 News, your local news source. Find out what's new from the state capitol from your local news source. Get the top stories in Pennsylvania politics sent right to your inbox. Sign up for the This Week in Pennsylvania newsletter. Go to abc27.com/newsletter.
Lust, greed, betrayal. This is one of the most complex investigations I've ever seen.
No one could have fathomed how twisted this story would become.
Sealed with a Kill. 2020, tonight on ABC.
Now on abc27.com, a simple combination of chocolate and peanut butter. Reese's Cups are one of Hershey's most famous treats. But how are they actually made? See for yourself on abc27.com, your local news source.
On FanDuel Casino, you can play hundreds of games, like Buffalo, and get up to $1,000 back in casino bonus on any first day net loss. Sign up for FanDuel Casino now.
From the stories you should know.
Some of these areas are just really hard to read.
We're in the air with U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
To the stories you need to know.
Just how scary can it be to have a trained police dog chase you down?
From the stories that change the way you think.
It's the biggest event of the year.
To the stories that affect the way you feel.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Inside Edition.
These are the stories that impact your life.
Watch weeknights on ABC 27.
Welcome back to the special Good Day PA. Joining me is Corinne Henneman, music therapist at Penn State Health Children's Hospital. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You are very welcome. Corinne, Four Diamonds supports the music therapy program at Penn State Health Children's Hospital. How does music help kids and their families during cancer treatment?
It's a great question. Honestly, music therapy provides Four Diamonds patients and families with the opportunity to really come together and have fun and collaborate in a way that they're able to re-experience the joy that they have as a family as they navigate this really tough experience.
What a special job. What a special job. How do you choose which musical activities you perform with each child?
So rather than grading them on how well they're playing an instrument or how perfect their performance is, within the hospital setting, music therapy is very goal-oriented. And so sometimes we're maybe targeting pain and anxiety or emotional coping, and sometimes even physical rehab, depending on where the tumor is and what deficits may have come from that. So honestly, a lot of what we do might be through songwriting or music improvisation. And it's to target, discussing maybe the hair loss that they had or isolation from friends since they're not able to attend school full time or in person. And maybe sometimes it's utilizing instruments to work on developmental concepts like counting and colors because the child can't go to kindergarten. So within each of those music experiences that I select, they're all very specific patient-centered goals.
I understand that you will be at THON this year. You'll be on stage with several Four Diamonds children. You'll be performing. Tell me what that's like for you and for the children.
Being up on that stage is something that I can't really even describe. So just the love and support from all of the dancers in the room, it's almost tangible. And so for our Four Diamonds patients and their families, it's a moment where they're able to truly thank the dancers for all of their time, their energy, their efforts, their love and support that they've given to them. Because honestly, without that money, so many lives would have been lost. So that's one thing that we really love to celebrate. And through that music therapy song this year, we get to say thank you.
I can tell that you really enjoy what you're doing. What is the most rewarding part of your job? Why do you love what you do?
I think it's honestly just being a part of their treatment journey. So it's one of the hardest times of their lives, and I get to be there for that. So each and every Four Diamonds patient and family truly impacts not only my life, but the lives of all of my colleagues on the medical and the psychosocial team. So the patients also develop this unique relationship with music throughout their treatment. And it changes and it grows and continues to build as they get older and progress through their treatment. My relationship with them also changes. So maybe in the beginning, we're working to build that trust, and that trust just continues to grow and grow over their treatment. So it's almost like I become a part of their family and get to go through their cancer journey with them.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing all that with us, Corinne. Really good to talk with you.
Thank you for having me again.
You are very welcome. For more information about Penn State Health Children's Hospital, visit pennstatehealth.org/children's. If you would like to make a donation to THON, visit donate.thon.org. Stay with us. We'll be back with more Good Day PA.
Hey, I just got a text from my sister. You remember Rick, her neighbor?
Sure. He's the 76-year-old guy who still runs marathons, right?
Sadly, not anymore.
Wow. So sudden. We're not about to have the we need life insurance conversation again, are we?
No, we're having the we're getting coverage so we don't have to worry about it conversation.
So you're calling about the $9.95 a month plan from Colonial Penn?
I am. We put it off long enough. We are getting that $9.95 plan today.
Is it time for you to call about the $9.95 plan? I'm Jonathan from Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. Sometimes we just need a reminder not to take today for granted. If you're age 50 to 85, you can get guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance starting at just $9.95 a month. There are no health questions, so you can't be turned down for any health reason. The $9.95 plan is Colonial Penn's #1 most popular whole life plan. Options start at just $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate can never go up. It's locked in for life. Call today for free information. And you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. So call now.
Call 1-800-560-2200 for free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-560-2200. 1-800-560-2200. Call now.
Hello, Colonial Penn?
At West Shore Home, we're helping homeowners get new energy-efficient windows and doors before that summer heat and humidity come back. Plus, we're running a special offer that's going to let you get those new windows or doors now while saving big. I'm doing free installation on all window and door remodels. On top of that, if you visit westshorewindow.com or call the number on your screen now, you can lock in 12 months of no payment and no interest financing. Our customers love that we only use employee installers because it means every single person installing one of your windows or doors is trained to follow a strict process that's been trusted by tens of thousands of customers. If you're looking to get more information and have us out for a free in-home design consultation, call the number on the screen right now or visit westshorewindow.com, and if you do, you'll lock in these great savings. We're doing free installation on all window and door projects, plus 12 months of no payments and no interest. Lock in these great savings by calling the number on your screen or visiting westshorewindow.com right now.
Live is giving you more of what you love.
Welcome back to this very special Good Day PA. Joining us now is 4-year-old Jonas Wetzel. Hello. You want to wave to everybody? No, he doesn't want to wave. And Mom Tara, would you like to wave to everybody? They're going to tell us how music therapy and 4 Diamonds really positively impact their cancer journey at Penn State Health Children's Hospital. I mean, talk to us about Jonas and when you first became a 4 Diamonds family.
So we became a 4 Diamonds family in January of 2022. Jonas was sick, kept getting better and then worse and then better, and finally we went to the local hospital and they immediately drew his blood and said, you have to immediately get on the helicopter, flew us to Hershey Children's Hospital, and our 4 Diamonds journey kind of began from there.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, my first helicopter ride, I never expected it to be beside my son who was in a bed.
Oh my gosh. Now I know, Jonas, you're a little shy, but do you want to talk a little bit today? But I wanted to talk about Taylor Swift because I know you love Taylor Swift and I like Taylor Swift. She's going to be on TV this weekend a lot, I bet, at the Super Bowl. And you want to be a musician. So he got to perform and learn all about music. What did he like so much about that?
I think with Miss Corinne, he just liked being able to have somebody there all the time. When he wanted music therapy, she was always right there to play. And just kind of give him a break from being, you know, so sick for so long. He really enjoyed that he could sing and dance and, you know, just be a kid with Miss Corinne. You know, he didn't have to be so sick and so upset all the time.
Over here?
You're gonna go make a
I
new friend.
That. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, can you tell me a little bit about Taylor Swift and how you love music so much? No? Okay, you just want to look cute? All right, you do that. Okay. So, what are some of his favorite, like, Taylor Swift songs?
Right now he's in his Karma era, or he's in his Bad Blood era. He really enjoys, what's the song you really like, Jonas? Look What You Made Me Do.
Oh, my little one likes that one. One of my little ones likes that one.
And oddly enough, he's into, he runs the gamut with what he likes, but right now he's into Taylor Swift and a death metal band from Ukraine. So I don't know where he gets it, but yes, Jonas.
What a cool kid you are. And then, you know, just the music therapy program, what has that meant for you and your family?
Honestly, right now it kind of has evolved a little bit from what it means to us. Right now it means I get a break. I can leave him with Miss Corinne, and he's comfortable enough with Miss Corinne that I can leave the room and talk to doctors and, you know, kind of spend time with the doctors so that he doesn't have to worry about that, and he can play with Miss Corinne, and he can, you know, be a kid with Miss Corinne.
Yeah.
And, you know, she counts with him and she teaches him and she writes some songs and they sing together, and he's really trying to get her to learn a death metal song so they can play together. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but...
Well, I just talked with her. She seems really nice, so I bet she would do that for you. I so appreciate you being here today. Thank you
for
hanging out with us. Good to have both of you with us. For more information about Penn State Health Children's Hospital, visit pennstatehealth.org/children's. To make a donation to THON, visit donate.thon.org. Stay with us. We'll be back with more Good Day PA.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world.
So much at stake at the start of every morning.
Making sense of it all, well, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in every morning.
Asking the straightforward questions
you want answered.
And yes, putting a smile on your face, too.
ABC's Good Morning America. We want you to know every morning.
We're right here, and we got you.
We got you.
We got you.
America's favorite way to start the day. GMA 7A.
It's Monday again. But I love this job. It was hard to get though. No one gave me a chance.
I found a problem, it fixed.
Perfect. Thank you, Joshua.
Aren't you glad we hired him?
Yes, I am.
Don't underestimate people with disabilities. Visit thearc.org/yes to see what's possible.
What can you get for $0 a month? How about high-quality Medicare insurance? If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, learn about the Geisinger Gold Medicare Advantage Secure RX plan.
I get so many great services from Geisinger Gold. They just make my life so much easier and better.
Keep your Medicaid benefits and get new ones, along with access to an extensive network of over 30,000 doctors and 180 facilities across Pennsylvania. Get the benefits of Geisinger Gold. Talk to a Medicare educator today.
Join the Hershey Symphony Orchestra for the music of Billy Joel, starring Michael Cavanaugh on February 17th at Founders Hall on the campus of Milton Hershey School. Cavanaugh and his band will rock out with the symphony to Billy Joel's greatest hits. For tickets and more information, visit HersheySymphony.org.
There's always something new happening in communities throughout the Mid-State, and we want to know about it. When you call in breaking news or heartwarming stories, you're helping us keep the public informed. So the next time you see important things happening, head over to abc27.com/reportit or download the ABC27 News app and click Send Us a Story. Thank you from ABC27, your local news source.
Welcome back. As part of this special Good Day PA, ABC 27 and Penn State Health Children's Hospital plus 4 Diamonds are hosting a web chat. Deborah is here with more.
And thank you, Amy.
Logan Eckert, Director of Analytics and Strategy at 4Diamonds, is back with us answering our web chat questions at abc27.com/THONchat. This viewer asks, what are some other services 4Diamonds offers to families at Penn Health Children's Hospital?
Yeah, so 4Diamonds believes in a holistic approach to childhood cancer treatment. So we treat the disease, but we also provide a lot of wraparound services for our patients. So that includes art therapists, music therapists, our chaplain, our psychosocial team, psychologists, things like that. Everything that we need to make sure the patients can get the best care that they have. Not only get the best care, but also all of these other things that really help them through their journey as well. All provided thanks to 4Diamonds.
Yeah, well-rounded care.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Logan. And there's still plenty of time to submit your question to Logan. Log on right now to abc27.com/THONchat. Stay with us. We will be right back with more Good Day PA.
If you were hurt on the job and your employer is blaming you, pick up the phone and call us at HHR. We will handle every aspect of your work injury case. Hurt on the job? You don't have to look far. Call HHR. Just dial 2s.
Tap into BetMGM Casino and you're entering a huge library full of exclusive games. Games you won't find anywhere else. Looking for jackpots? Right this way. You'll always find someone ready to give you a hand. Or some dice. Your favorite game is waiting for you. On America's #1 online casino.
Discover your best rest today at Raymore & Flanigan's President's Day Mattress Sale. Get mega mattress deals on all the top brands. Save up to $400 on Purple adjustable sets, up to $600 on Beauty Rest Black, and up to $500 off Tempur-Pedic. Get better sleep for as little as $15 per month, with no deposit and no interest for 72 months. Our mattresses are in stock and ready for free next day delivery and removal. Rest easy tomorrow with mattress savings today at Raymore & Flanigan's President's Day Mattress Sale.
Glow Fiber keeps the internet real with real, reliable, fully fiber to the home internet. Plus, when you call Glow Fiber, you will talk to real people who are happy to talk to you. All with Glow's real easy, straightforward, no contract pricing. Sign up for Glow Fiber today and get your first month of internet free. That's real fast, real reliable fiber to the home internet with real local support. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiber.com today.
Learn what you need to do to renew your Medicaid benefits. Watch Stay Covered PA, sponsored by the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services and Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. Streaming on abc27.com/staycoveredpa.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm on a cruise ship! There was an explosion!
I have your location. Help is on the way.
Welcome back to this special Good Day PA. Penn Health Children's Hospital and 4Diamonds partner together to make a difference for so many families. Earlier, I spoke with Dr. Lisa McGregor, hematologist oncologist at Penn Health Children's Hospital. Dr. McGregor, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I always enjoy talking to you.
U.S. News and World Report has ranked Penn Health Children's Hospital as one of the best in the nation when it comes to caring for pediatric cancer patients. What makes the hospital so special?
I think the number one thing that makes the hospital special are all of the people who work here. I mean, we have doctors, and I work with a lot of wonderful colleagues, and our nurses are wonderful, but it's so much more than that. We have child life and music therapists and art therapists and a chaplain and people who are really dedicated to taking care of the whole child and whole family.
Yeah, and that is so reassuring for families. And speaking of families, a pediatric cancer diagnosis can be incredibly stressful and also frightening for families. And we are so lucky to have such an amazing team right in our own backyard. Tell us, why is it so important for families to be close to their home and their support systems during treatment?
You know, having a child with cancer is such a devastating experience. And it doesn't just happen to the child, it happens to the whole family. It happens to the siblings, it happens to their extended family. And the more that everyone can participate and help with caring for the child, the better it is for the child. I'll give you an example. I have a 13-year-old patient. Well, she's 13 today. Yesterday was her 13th birthday, and she was in the hospital getting chemotherapy, unfortunately. But her friends were able to come visit her in the hospital and wish her a happy birthday and celebrate with her. And if you're far away from home and your support, then you can't have those wonderful experiences in what is all otherwise kind of a rough time.
Yeah, absolutely. It is so important to have that support system to really to give you the cheering on that you really do need during that time. Tell us, what does it mean to have a partner like 4 Diamonds to help families navigate a cancer diagnosis and treatment?
Oh, 4 Diamonds is such a wonderful, wonderful support for our patients. First of all, it's a financial support for their medical care. It helps take care of their bills that they might otherwise have to pay. But it also helps provide other support. We give patients some support for gas mileage, for food while they're in the hospital, for parents to have food while the child is in the hospital, and also for all of the other family and child-centered care that we provide. That all is supported by 4 Diamonds.
Yeah, 4 Diamonds. Truly amazing. And you must be so very thankful for the Penn State students who spend their entire weekend dancing away for the kids. What does their support in THON really mean to you?
Oh, you know, it is so much more than THON weekend. THON weekend is the peak, but these students work all year long. They are raising money and doing their best to help find a cure for cancer. But more than that, they are engaging with our patients. They hold carnivals that engage the patients. They support the families. They come when the families ring the bell when they're done with the chemotherapy. They sit with parents while the parents waiting for the child to have a procedure or a scan. They really provide a whole nother level of support for our patients past what the hospital provides. And to me, that is the most wonderful thing about THON, although the funds that they raise that allow us to do life-saving research is also very much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. McGregor.
Thank you so much for having me.
And you are welcome, and we certainly appreciate all you do.
Thank you.
For more information about Penn State Health Children's Hospital, visit pennstatehealth.org/children's. If you would like to make a donation to THON, visit donatethon.org. Stay with us. We will be right back with more Good Day PA.
At age 19, he'd barely been out of York County. By age 21, he'd seen the world and more. Now he's turning 100 and tells how he became known as the Cat with 9 Lives. Tonight on ABC 27 News at 6.
I've been a 25-year Fox News watcher. Just calling to say I'm excited about News Nation and in particular your show. I'm enjoying the heck out of it and have literally switched and watching News Nation.
Cuomo, weeknights at 8, 7 Central, only on News Nation.
Deny, delay, devalue. Time's on our side.
It's a serious accident. Lots of medical bills, wrecked vehicles.
Still, don't see a problem.
It's the law offices of Metzger Wickersham, and they want triple what we offered, and a fair settlement now. Triple.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call 1-800-WIN-WIN-1, Metzger Wickersham, right now.
Let's settle this one.
On FanDuel Casino, you can play hundreds of games, like Buffalo, Fort Knox Cleopatra, Rich Little Piggies, and more. And you'll get up to $1,000 back in casino bonus on any first day net loss. That's what you get with the #1 rated casino app. Sign up for FanDuel Casino and get up to $1,000 back to play it again.
If you're turning 65 or retiring soon, it's time to consider your Medicare options.
I picked Geisinger Gold because I've always had Geisinger, and I would trust them with my life and my family.
Geisinger Gold Medicare Advantage plans start at $0 per month, with access to more than 29,000 doctors and 100 hospitals across Pennsylvania. Plus plan options that may include dental care, eyewear, and hearing benefits. If it's time for Medicare, learn about the many benefits of Geisinger Gold.
Check out abc27.com. Local stories and weather. just a few clicks away. And when breaking news happens in the mid-state, find it here first. See for yourself with abc27.com.
Coming up on ABC 27 News at noon, a case of swatting leads to an evacuation at a mid-state Walmart. Plus, former President Donald Trump making a campaign stop in Harrisburg today. It's his first trip to PA this year. We'll have the details at noon.
Welcome back to the special Good Day PA. Joining me is Will Vincent, THON Executive Student Leader. Good to talk with you. Will, you were selected as this year's Executive Director of THON. Why was this role important to you?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, taking the time to talk today. So this year I'm serving as the THON 2024 Executive Director. I have the absolute privilege of overseeing the executive committee as well as a lot of the other things that go on within THON as an organization. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been something that during my time at Penn State, I've learned a tremendous amount about why THON is important, why 4 Diamonds is important, and the true impact that we have on our families and children. And getting the opportunity to serve in this role this year has just allowed me to pour so much of my desire to help our families and their children into this organization, and to help THON not only this year, but put in my best effort to make sure that THON is set up for success for years to come.
You're a student, so what is it like to plan an event of this magnitude as a student, and what can we expect this year?
I am indeed. It has definitely taught me a lot of different skills. Time management is a big one that I think I've gained in this role. But above that, it has been an absolute remarkable journey. I know we talked to Suzanne Graney a little bit earlier, and she mentioned the just outpouring of support that we have from the community, and it's made my job so much easier. I'm surrounded by such an amazing leadership team, the thousands of volunteers that work tirelessly all year long to make sure that THON is in the best hands possible. We also have a tremendous amount of support from Penn State, from our corporate sponsors, from our alumni. We have thousands of alumni that support every single year. And it's been such a great support system to make sure that our organization is doing the best and providing the best support that we can. It's been an incredible journey. It's definitely been a challenge in all the best ways possible, but it's for a great cause and a mission that we all care so deeply about, and makes it all worth it. For THON this year, I could talk about it for a long time, but Dr. Scholler mentioned it, Suzanne mentioned it as well. It's an opportunity for our families to come and just be kids for the best weekend of the year. So I would expect a lot of music, a lot of dancing, and just an all around the best 46 hours of the year.
Now you get to meet these children, you get to meet the families impacted by pediatric cancer. That must really motivate you.
It does, absolutely. And I can sit here today and say that I'm very fortunate to have not had to face childhood cancer, and neither has anyone in my direct family. So I grew up living a life that every single kid should deserve, and I'm so absolutely blessed to be able to sit here and say that. But it wasn't really until I came to Penn State and got involved in THON that I realized that that was not a reality for a lot of these children that are facing childhood cancer. And that's really one of the reasons why I wanted to give so much of myself to this organization and to devote so much time to furthering our mission. When we get the chance to meet with families all throughout the year, whether it's at events like the Family Carnival, any of the THON athletic events that we have, just hearing family stories that we read during different meetings, getting the chance to interact with families at THON weekend, every single time you hear one of those stories, it's just a constant reminder and a motivator for why we do what we do, and to continue to push through all year long. THON has become so much more than just a weekend in February. It's truly a year-long effort, and hearing our family stories and getting the chance to hear about why is so important and so impactful to continue in the fight against childhood cancer just motivates us to continue every single year.
Will, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us today.
Of course, thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. For more information about Penn State Health Children's Hospital, visit pennstatehealth.org/children's. If you would like to make a donation to THON, visit donate.thon.org. We'll be right back.
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried and asked the good Lord to take me. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports. And I took about 3-4 steps, turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I'm not an actor. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch supports can do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
My research is basically involved in increasing the amount of diversity that's in science, technology, education, and mathematics. And that's because we know, if you look at any Pew study, that increasing diversity actually does improve outcomes. It makes people happier in their workforces and makes the population believe you as a medical society. We know that there are multiple areas of distrust in medicine. Increasing the amount of minorities in that workforce is a way to mitigate that damage that's already been done.
got hurt in a car accident. Why should I call Freeburn?
Because when you're hurt, you need money, and we'll fight to get it for you. We'll help you get free from your car accident problems. We got a client who was in a car accident and fractured his hip, $175,000. Another client broke his arm and needed surgery. We got him $425,000. And they deserved every single penny.
Get free with Freeburn.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, call the Sevens and get free with Freeburn.
Get free with Freeburn.
Linda, when folks hear about Renewal by Andersen, we automatically think windows and patio doors. But you also sell and install front entry doors, right?
We do, Nancy. If you have an old beat-up front door, it can be a drag to come home to every day. If the door is sagging and no longer fits the frame correctly, it can be difficult to open and close, and dirt and drafts can come through the gaps. I am excited to tell you our long-awaited Ensemble entry door system is now available.
Congratulations. I know we've been waiting for this day for a while now. So what are some of the exclusive features?
Nancy, they are truly a high-performance entry door system. They are industry-leading in energy efficiency, performance, and durability. Our multi-point locking system will certainly add a new level of security to your home. And like our windows, our front entry door systems are custom built with every feature you pick.
Appointments are filling up fast. Call now for your down-to-the-penny price quote.
You're watching ABC 27, your most accurate local forecast.
Welcome back to this special Good Day PA. Joining me now is Kayla and Keith Fry and their son, 3.5-year-old Noah, the star of the show. How are you doing, Noah? You good? Yes. Kayla, why didn't you talk to me about Noah's diagnosis?
He was 2.5 at the time. It started with an ear infection, and he got a little better, but then he got worse. He was having fevers, night sweats. He was pale, he was bruising, he was weak and tired. So I took him back to see the pediatrician, and she wanted him to go right to get blood work. So we chose to go to Hershey, and over the course of a weekend, he got several blood and platelet transfusions, and then a bone marrow biopsy, which came back with a leukemia diagnosis.
Can't imagine receiving that news. Talk about the next steps.
So the very next day, he had his port placed and chemo started right away. We spent about 12 days in the hospital, and then he's been back for treatment almost every week. He's had treatment through his port. He's had multiple spinal taps, oral chemo. Right now, he's in the final phase of his treatment. He's in the maintenance phase. So he gets oral chemo every day. He still goes back for blood work every couple weeks, and every 12 weeks he goes back for treatment, spinal taps.
Well, certainly a lot. Oh, you're waving to your friends?
Yeah.
Talk to me about Four Diamonds. When did you find out about what they do?
So it would have been the day the day before we were discharged from the hospital. Our social worker had come in and told us about Four Diamonds and what they all do for families, and it was just a huge weight that was lifted off of us, knowing the financial burden, just with medical costs or even just prescriptions, everything. That was, I mean, I have heard about Four Diamonds. I guess I didn't know, we weren't really involved with them, but having Noah in the hospital, like, just to hear that, it was a huge weight that was lifted off of our shoulders.
Talk to us about what your family did for Christmas.
So every year my family comes up with an organization to donate to. We don't exchange gifts, we just donate to an organization. And so a family reached out to us to see if there was an organization that really helped us in this past year, and obviously Four Diamonds has helped us hugely. And so that's how they wanted to give back to Four Diamonds during the Christmas season. So
thank you all for being here, and thank you, Noah.
Of course.
Have a great time at THON.
Thank you.
We're very excited.
And for more information about Penn Health Children's Hospital, visit pensahealth.org/children's. And if you would like to make a donation to THON, visit donate.thon.org. Stay with us. We will be right back with more Good Day PA.
An important message for Americans age 50 to 85.
Oh my gosh, you're still using Mom's old coffee pot.
It's my inheritance.
Well, it is a family heirloom.
You know what? The kids can just sell it to pay for my funeral.
It's a good thing you have life insurance.
Life insurance with our family history.
Don't you know about Colonial Penn? It's guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance with no medical questions asked.
I'm on a fixed income.
Who isn't?
Colonial Penn.
That's right. Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. As you get older, your health may change. Colonial Penn understands that. And we don't think it should keep you from getting life insurance to help protect your family. That's why we guarantee acceptance to everyone aged 50 to 85. No health questions, no medical exam. Applying is easy. And you have your choice of options starting at $9.95 a month, a few dollars a week, 35 cents a day. And your price will never go up. A lifetime rate lock guarantees it. This protection can last a lifetime, too. Some insurance policies end once you reach a certain age. Not this one. Pay your bill, and it's yours to keep for as long as you'd like. Ready to learn more? Call for free information and your free gift. There's no obligation.
Call 1-800-440-8700 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-440-8700. There's no obligation. 1-800-440-8700. Call now.
Carlisle, get ready for the big game. Come to Central PA's largest display of hot tubs and swim spas at the Carlisle Expo Center. This weekend only, save thousands with 0% financing available. Get up to 50% off suggested retail and stay fit all year. Pick from rows and rows of in-stock models ready for delivery from the top U.S. manufacturers. And trade-ins are welcome, so upgrade that old tub. We'll get you ready for kickoff. These deals are too good to pass up. And when they're gone, they're gone.
Welcome back. Suzanne Graney, Executive Director of Four Diamonds, is back with us. Final words. What is your message to viewers today? What should they remember?
Well, they just got to meet these two children. Really, this is about these kids, and it's about any child who is fighting childhood cancer. That's why we're doing what we're doing. That's why we're so grateful to the community for supporting this and being part of this. And everybody can be part of this. Donate.thon.org is a way to make a gift. You can share our social media and help us share our message. But, you know, fundamentally, the big important thing is it's for the kids.
And
Beautiful.
thank you so much, Suzanne, for being here with us today. And we thank the team at Penn Health Children's Hospital and Four Diamonds for today's special program.
And of course, we thank all the families for sharing their stories with us. Make it a good day, PA.